And with that, we have another breaking update coming in. Donald Trump is expected to hold a very high-level meeting with the national security team on Tuesday as the tensions with Iran continue to escalate. According to the reports, the meeting is likely to focus on the possible military options and the next steps for the U.S. in the West Asia region. The discussion comes at a time of the growing instability in West Asia, with the U.S. closely monitoring all the updates involving Iran. Reports also are suggesting that senior officials are going through a range of options as U.S. weighs in the response amid the rising tension as well. And remember, earlier Donald Trump had made it clear, and he had made a series of strong and public statements, in fact, on Iran, adding to the speculation over the direction of the U.S. policy. In the latest, he has said that the clock is ticking. Now, he has said this a lot of times as well, ever since the war has started. But in the latest, we are learning that there will be a high-level meeting in U.S. Trump will be meeting with his national security team on Tuesday as the tensions with Iran continue to escalate. All right, so that is something that can be expected in the next 24 hours, a high-level meeting with the national security team as the tensions continue to escalate. And the meeting will be focusing on the next options, the next steps for the United States in the region, because this comes at a time, in fact, few hours after Iran, there was the apprehension that Iran targeted UAE once again. Let me go across to KP Fabian, former diplomat. Thank you so much, sir, for connecting with us. How do you look at the statement of Donald Trump once again, because he has said that the clock is ticking for Iran, and he has also posted uncaptioned images on social media too in the last 24 hours, in fact, in a way threatening Iran and putting the pressure on Iran as well. Your take on this?
Well, President Trump says that the clock is ticking for Iran, that Iran has to move fast, and that is what he put on the Truth Social. But let me remind President Trump that the clock is ticking also for him, that the political cost he is paying for embarking on this misadventure, those costs are rising. So clock is ticking in more than one way. Now, it is my view that it would be most unwise, most disastrous if President Trump resumes the war. What might happen, we cannot predict, but it is fairly clear that Iran will be able to tackle it and counterattack GCC countries, especially, also Israel, for a couple of weeks. And I don't think President Trump can afford 3-4 weeks. But it will be most disastrous. But having said that, let me make it very clear. Just because something is disastrous and foolish, it doesn't follow it will not be implemented, that plan of action. So we are in a very dangerous situation.
Absolutely. And at this point in time, Donald Trump is also giving another warning to Iran, saying that the clock is ticking. Thank you so much, sir, for connecting with us and bringing your perspective on this. All right, we'll try and go across to my colleague Mayank as well, but let's once again take you through what can be expected in the next 24 hours. We are learning that there will be a high-level meeting of Donald Trump with the national security team as the tensions continue to escalate in the region. And with that, we have another breaking update coming in.